cold air bites Tu Tien's nostrils as soon as she sits up, and her body answers with a slow tightening under her ribs because Tet is near. And missing people feel louder when the year is about to turn. Hello and welcome back. In the kitchen, water begins to tremble in the pot. Today is supposed to be warm, broth, vegetables, children by the stream. But somewhere in the village, a door is locked from the inside, and no phone rings back. Tu Tien keeps her hands steady anyway. Stay with me, tap like, subscribe, and come back for the next part. Tet arrives early in cold air that sneaks under the door and tightens Tu Tien's calves when she stands. The sky stays cloudy. In the garden, roots taste sweeter and greens taste sharper. Everything rushing to finish before the year turns. Tu Tien wakes without an alarm and lies still for 2 breaths, listening. Her throat feels clear. Her hands don't tremble. When she sits up, her head stays steady. She walks into the kitchen with slow steps. The new stove Jack buys sits against the wall, chimney pipe pulling smoke away instead of letting it hang in the room. She lights it. The flame catches cleanly. Heat gathers under her palms. Cooking is becoming a way back into herself. She fills the pot, drops in bones, and watches the first bubbles gather at the edge. Ginger and onion hit heat and release a sharp, clean scent that opens her nose. She stacks greens on a plate. More than usual. Footsteps behind her. Jack appears in the doorway, hair damp, shirt half-buttoned, already wearing the day in the set of his mouth. Steam beads on his lashes. "Pho?" he asks, voice soft. Tu Tien nods. Pride presses warm against her sternum. "I know you prefer lots of vegetables," she says. "So I add extra." What she does not say. "I need to feed you so I can believe we're still a family that survives mornings." Jack sits. The chair creaks once. He takes the first spoonful. The heat makes him blink. When he swallows, his shoulders drop a fraction. "It's so good," he says quietly. "If you keep cooking this way in the morning, I'll have energy all day." The words land heavy in Tu Tien's belly. She keeps her face calm and pushes a glass of water toward him. The glass clicks on wood. "Drink," she reminds. Jack obeys, drinking in slow pulls. Outside clouds hang low over the yard. Tu Tien watches the gray light and feels pressure behind her eyes. "No sun today," she murmurs. "Oh, maybe rain," Jack nods. "I go to the company," he says. "Then the construction site. I come home early." She doesn't protest. "What should I do today?" Jack's gaze scans her. Color, breath, the fine sheen of sweat at her hairline. "Stay home. No market. No harvesting alone. Medicine on time." Tu Tien nods. "Rails. I stay home," she says, then hesitates. Her fingertips press into the table edge until the wood bites back. "I promised the kids by the stream, when you came back, we'd visit." Jack's eyes soften. "We go," he says. "After work. We bring something warm." Tu Tien's gaze drops to the sack of sweet potatoes near the wall, still dusted with soil. The idea arrives and lifts her posture. "I make cakes," she says. "Sweet potato cakes." Jack's mouth opens to caution, then closes. "Okay," he says, but slow. I sit near the fire, she answers. Slow. Jack touches her shoulder with 2 fingers, warm, brief, then leaves. When the door closes, the quiet presses in. It used to clamp down on her throat. Today, she uses it. She boils the potatoes, drains them, peels them, mashes the orange flesh smooth. Flour and sugar grit under her fingertips. She kneads until her wrists ache, then stops and sits by the stove, letting heat rest on her shins until her heartbeat settles. She shapes the cakes small. Oil heats. The first piece slides in, and the crackle snaps through the room. She leans back to keep her skin safe. Golden edges bloom. Sweet scent fills the kitchen. She flips each piece with chopsticks, then rests them on paper, stack by stack. She tastes a corner, crisp, chewy. Gentle sweetness. Good. She murmurs. They'll eat. She packs the cakes into a clean basket and covers them with cloth to trap warmth. Across the village, Mom Loy's morning turns hard. Mrs. Thu has been quiet for days, too quiet for Tet season. Mom Loy calls and gets the automated voice. She walks to the house. The door is shut, latch in place. She knocks until her knuckles sting. A neighbor shakes her head. 3, 4 days. Door closed. No one has seen her. By the time Jack comes home, the basket is full and warm. He steps in and checks Tu Tien first. Face, breath, hands. Finished? He asks. Almost. Tu Tien says, Sit. Are you cold? He looks at the pile, and a small smile lifts his mouth. You make all this from potatoes? Try, she says. He washes his hands, bites, chews slowly. Perfect, he says. The door opens again. Mom Loy enters with shoulders high, eyes moving too fast. The warmth in the room tightens. Mrs. Thu is missing, she says, low. Door locked from inside. No calls. 3 or 4 days. Tu Tien's fingers freeze on the basket cloth. The skin on her forearms pulls tight. Stove heat suddenly feels too close. Jack's palm settles near her hand. Warm, not gripping. It might be nothing, he says out loud. We don't jump. Then his eyes turn sharp on his mother. Tell me everything, he says. One clean timeline. Mom Loy gives it. Road, knock, neighbor, locked door, unreachable phone. Jack nods once. Okay, he says. We handle it quietly. He does not say Officer Thu's name. He does not say intimidation. He does not mention the spare SIM card behind the rice jar. He turns back to Tu Tien and chooses the next safe step. We still go see the kids, he says. That stays normal. Tu Tien searches his face, sees calm on the surface and something hard underneath, and she nods. Normal is the rope they hold so they don't fall. The road to the stream is damp, gray light flattening everything. Jack drives with one hand. The other rests near the gear shift, fingers tapping once, then going still. He checks the mirrors, then checks them again. Tu Tien sits upright with the basket at her feet. Warmth leaks through the cloth into her ankles. She wants to say Mrs. Thu's name, but the name feels sharp in her mouth if she speaks it. The missing will climb into the car with them. We eat with them, Jack says. An hour. Then home. His voice stays even. The muscle near his jaw tightens and releases once. Tu Tien notices and pretends she doesn't. That is their new language. He keeps danger in his pocket. She keeps herself steady so he doesn't have to carry her too. At the grassy patch by the stream, the first children spot the car and start running before they finish shouting. Sandals slap wet ground. "Uncle Jack!" The sound hits Tu Tien's chest and pulls a small flinch from her body. Old reflex. Then she sees faces, mud on shins, hair stuck to foreheads, and her shoulders loosen. She steps out, scarf tight at her neck. The kids circle her without crashing into her, hands hovering in the air as if they already know she's trying. "Wash hands," Jack orders, palm up. They scatter to the water, squealing at the cold, then race back with dripping fingers. Tu Tien sits on the damp steps and pulls back the cloth. Sweet potato scent rises, warm sugar, toasted edges, mixing with wet soil. It smells of kitchens and survival. For a second, she tastes her own childhood. Tet afternoons with fried sweets and adults pretending money doesn't matter. Everyone eating fast because tomorrow is unknown. "Eat," she says. There's enough. Hands reach in. A little girl blows on a cake until steam stops. A boy bites too fast, jerks back, then laughs at his own mistake. Tu Tien's laugh slips out with him, surprised and real. Her throat vibrates. She presses her palm to her sternum as if checking she can still carry sound. Jack watches her more than the children. He doesn't speak. He lets her body notice itself, lets her own shoulders teach her they can drop. A boy leans in and whispers, "Pretty auntie," then turns away, cheeks heating. Tu Tien taps his forehead lightly. "Hot," she says, slow. The afternoon almost becomes simple. Then a child yanks a red scarf from a bag strap and shouts, "Blindfold tag!" The word blindfold raises tiny hairs on Tu Tien's arms. Her mouth dries. The children chant for Jack, dragging him into the center. Jack stills. His fingers flex once at his side. Darkness over eyes is not a game in his memory. It is a symbol. He looks at Tu Tien. Her heartbeat pushes against her fingertips. Her stomach tightens. Underneath that tightness sits a quieter fear. That peace in her hands is a magnet, and the world will reach for it because it looks soft. She nods once anyway. Jack kneels and lets the scarf slide over his eyes. The knot pulls tight behind his head. The kids explode with clapping and shrieks. Jack reaches out slowly, palms open, moving with deliberate heaviness so they can dodge. He turns toward sound, listening for giggles, for breath, for grass flattening under quick feet. Tu Tien watches with her hand pressed to her chest, counting breaths. 1, 2, 3. Nothing happens. A child bumps his shoulder and bolts away. Jack laughs once, short, real. And the sound makes Tu Tien's eyes sting. She blinks hard. The sky stays gray. The world does not punish them for joy. Jack taps a shoulder. "Got you!" The children scream in triumph anyway and tear the scarf away, insisting on their turn. Chaos resets. Jack pulls the blindfold off and squints at the light. The kids cheer. Tu Tien releases a breath she didn't know she was saving. Jack leans close, voice low. "This is the gift," he says. "Your body learning. Not every dark moment ends badly." Tu Tien nods, throat tight, tongue pressed to the roof of her mouth. "And the kids?" she whispers. Jack looks at crumbs on lips, sticky hands, bright eyes. "They're part of it," he says, "because you're allowed to be good and still be safe." They stay until the basket empties. Jack breaks the last cake into smaller pieces, making sure the smallest hands get a bite. He wipes a child's chin with his sleeve. The child leans into the touch without hesitation, trusting an adult without bargaining for it. As the light dims, mothers call names, the kids scatter. Jack covers the empty basket with cloth and helps Tu Tien stand, palm at her elbow. Gentle. She can feel the strength in his fingers without feeling trapped by it. At the car, his phone buzzes once in his pocket. Silent mode. A vibration against his thigh. Tu Tien's eyes flick there. Jack's spine straightens. His jaw firms. He does not look at the screen. He looks at her instead, warm at the surface, hard underneath. Tet can be warm, and anyone who tries to touch that warmth meets a boundary so clean they won't understand it until they are already outside it. Jack opens the car door for her first, starts the engine, and drives home through gray light. Tu Tien watches the wet road slip past and wonders, without saying it, whether Jack drives straight home or whether he will stop somewhere first, at a door that won't open